my name's Destiny Agrella, and so to start off my lesson plan is going to be states of matter. And so what I would do to like introduce it is I was going to pass around a water bottle and just like a toy little truck and just pass it around the classroom and see what the students talk about, and then as well I'll pass out sticky notes, and then I'll ask everyone to write down one thing about each item. So I'll have the toy car on one side and then I'd have the water on another, and just have them list and like come up to the board and stick their note on. So you'd have like things like the toy car, it's hard, it's the same shape, it doesn't really do much. And like the water, it would be like more, it's clear, it moves with the bottle, and it's like a liquid. Some kids might actually say liquid. So then from there, I would pull out another example. So then I would hold up, okay, so what about this juice? And what about this marker? And then kind of see the kids start figuring out, like, okay, the juice is kind of the same as the water bottle. There's something inside that's moving, and it's the same as the water bottle. And the same thing as the marker. It keeps the exact same shape, it's hard. And slowly, I want them to start putting like 2 and 2 together that it's the same. And then from there, I would introduce solids, liquids, and then after introducing solids and liquids, then I'd go into gas, because gas is everything around us as far as the air, and I'd go more into depth on how it takes up like space, and how it's sometimes usually hard to see and hard to like physically touch. And then after I did all that, I'm gonna like probably insert a like small clip of a YouTube video. I would probably play it during the class. It's like just a small, like fun, engaging, and like really easy to understand video, and it kind of entwines what I'm saying into what Sarah is gonna mention next, so it'll kind of be a nice little lead to her lesson. And yeah.
Oof, it's so hot. Hey there! I'm making some strawberry popsicles. It's steaming hot today, and I really wanted to have one. But for them to stay solid, I'd have to put them in the freezer like these ones and wait for a while. Really? You don't know what a solid is? It's one of the states of matter. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about them right away. Matter, the substance all things are made of, exists in 3 states: liquid, like this strawberry juice; solid, like this popsicle; and gas, like the water vapor coming out of this pot. Everything we drink is in its liquid state. Matter, in its liquid state, takes on the shape of the container, and its volume always stays the same. Particles are separated and can move freely. Can you see how they're moving? They look like they're dancing. The popsicles we eat are solid. Matter in its solid state is characterized by having a fixed shape and volume. Particles are held together in an organized structure. See? Lastly, the gaseous state. The vapor coming out of the pot is a gas. Matter in its gaseous state can change its volume and shape, taking up the space of its container. See? Particles are well separated and can move freely. Look, they move like crazy. Did you get the idea? Let's recap a little. Matter exists in 3 states: solid, liquid, and gas.
Hi, my name is Sarah Melton, and after Miss Agrella does her activity on the states of matter and explaining what they are, I am going to go into the structure of these states of matter, including the molecules and how each of them would look blown up, what the smaller picture would look like, to help them better understand the differences in these states of matter. So I would show them a diagram of a gas and its molecules, and I'd ask them, what do you notice? What do you notice about these tiny dots that represent our molecules? And I'd have a discussion with them for a little bit about why they think that they're spread out. I'd move on to show the liquid molecules and ask them, what do you notice? Do you notice anything that's the same to the gas molecules? What do you notice that's different from the gas molecules? And then finally, I would show solid molecules. And once again, I'd ask, what do you notice? What's the same and what's different? And then once I am sure that all of the students have an understanding of the differences between molecules in a liquid, solid, and gas, we would do a worksheet that would look similar to this, but probably better since I'd have better tools to use once I'm a teacher and have all that stuff. So for a gas, they would draw a picture of what gas molecules would look like. They would be spread out, not really touching, and they'd put an example like oxygen or hydrogen or maybe even nitrogen. Liquid, they would draw molecules for liquid and they'd put water or soda or apple juice or something in a liquid form. Then they'd do the same thing for solid. They'd put them super close together in structure. They'd put an example like a rubber ducky or a bicycle or even a pencil or an eraser. And that activity would be more for making sure there's an understanding of what properties of matter are. What do they look like? Why do they look like that? And just grasping the idea that not everything is the same, but everything is made of matter and it's going to be structured differently.